Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken McLeod. State troopers stopped two drivers early this morning for racing at speeds over 100 miles per hour on the Gandy Bridge. The Florida Highway Patrol says 31-year-old Ryan Allen was racing his Dodge Charger against a 17-year-old in a Hyundai. Both were crossing into Tampa from St. Petersburg. They apparently topped out at 108 with the teenager winning. Both drivers were eventually pulled over. Ryan was taken to the Pinellas County Jail and has bonded out. The 17-year-old was given a criminal citation for speeding but was not arrested. There's a new phone scam in Pinellas County. The sheriff says someone is making calls pretending to be Captain Dwayne Summers from the sheriff's department. That person doesn't exist, by the way. The scammer tells people they have an outstanding warrant and need to pay him using the Zelle app. The sheriff's department says it would never make a call like that, and if you get one, you should definitely let them know. A woman is facing charges after her car caught fire in the parking lot of a department store near Orlando after she'd left her kids in the car by themselves. Nearby shoppers were able to rescue them, but that's not the craziest part of the story. Police say the mom, 24-year-old Alicia Moore, was inside the mall shoplifting when it happened. This all went down last month at a Dillard store in Oviedo. One child suffered minor burns. Moore has pled not guilty to several charges, including aggravated child abuse. Tonight, police are saying they've arrested one of the gunmen from that Memorial Day mass shooting on Florida's Hollywood Boardwalk. The shooting sent people running in a panic to find cover. At least 9 people were hurt. 2 are still in the hospital but are expected to recover. Police say they've arrested Jordan Burton and are still looking for 2 more shooters, Lionel Jean Charles Jr. and Ariel Cardam Paul. All 3 are facing several charges, including attempted murder. Today marks the start of National Dog Bite Awareness Week, and the United States Postal Service is out with its annual list of places where its mail carriers are bitten the most. In 2022, California and Texas had the highest number of dog bites. The USPS says it recorded 675 attacks in the Golden State, while Texas totaled more than 400. Carriers are trained to not startle dogs and to avoid interacting with them. The Postal Service says you can help keep their employees safe by keeping your dogs inside or behind a fence, away from the front door, and always use a leash while walking them. Growing concern over recent shark attacks has prompted state officials to remind visitors and locals alike of common sense safety measures. While shark attacks are extremely rare, experts say you should steer clear of any schooling fish or gathering of seals because sharks are likely to be attracted to those very same things.
The only time people come into the mix is when they're in the water with the same food the shark is looking for.
Volusia County has been dubbed the shark bite capital of the world by researchers with the University of Florida's International Shark Attack File. According to the database, there have been 94 shark bites in the county since 2012, but none of those were fatal. As the summer tourist season nears, many municipalities in South Florida are struggling to fill lifeguard chairs. The shortage is causing some cities to either close facilities or modify their pool operating hours. Experts say some of the reasons for the lifeguard shortage are stagnant wages, an increase in lifeguard training course fees, and COVID-19.
In my day, we all wanted to be lifeguards because beautiful people, helicopters, fast boats, diving, it was a job we wanted. And it kind of tapered off. And then we got hit by COVID. And then COVID just nailed us.
In an effort to recruit more lifeguards, city officials have boosted the pay and tried to improve cleanliness at many facilities. Anyone interested in applying for a lifeguard position can find information on governmentjobs.com. Well, you'll be able to fish for free without a license next weekend again. This weekend it was free saltwater fishing, and next weekend, June 10th and 11th, you can go freshwater fishing without a license. Visitors and Florida residents are eligible as long as they follow the normal size and bag limit restrictions. Florida Fish and Wildlife says it's a chance to introduce some new people to the sport.
There's a lot of people that, they are avid anglers or fishermen, and they want to take a friend or they want to take a family member that maybe hasn't really done it a lot. They don't have a license. This gives them an opportunity to go try it out. They can go with somebody that's more experienced, take a kid or a youth fishing, or get out there and help someone experience the outdoors. take them fishing for the first time and see if they like it.
An annual license for fresh or saltwater fishing here in Florida costs $17 for residents and $47 for non-residents. Tampa has been ranked as the best summer destination in Florida. That's according to Wallet Hub. The website ranked the 100 largest metro areas around the country in 41 key categories, including cheapest flights and the number of attractions. This is one of several Tampa titles over the last few years.
There's been a lot of initiative going towards our city for just a little bit of expressing the arts. I've noticed it's just a big influence and culture that's around here too. There's a lot of acceptance that goes on. You get a lot of festivals, and like I said, the music that comes through it really brings out a lot of awesome characters. For sure. There's a sort of an untouched, pristine type of vibe you get when you come to Florida, especially on our coastline in Tampa. You're surrounded by water, so all of the development that's happened out there recently with the amount of big skyscrapers and buildings has allowed a lot of people to move to our state just because it's super desirable.
Tampa ranked 7th on the nationwide list, but Orlando was right behind it in 8th place. Miami came in at 22, Fort Myers at 88, and Sarasota at 96. And that wasn't the only honor bestowed on this area. Clearwater Beach has been voted the best beach in the southeastern U.S. USA Today readers named the beach as part of the newspaper's Reader's Choice Awards. They ranked the beach on its water activities, beach games, restaurants, and live music. The paper also praised Pier 60 and its sunset celebration. The beach at Lauderdale by the Sea, Venice Beach, Stewart Beach, and Anastasia State Park in St. Augustine also made the list.
Felt like a beach day today with temperatures in the 80s and 90s, but cut short, especially along the nature coast with some showers and storms. As we go through tonight, we're going to notice clearing conditions, temperatures falling back into the 60s, and tomorrow another hot one. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast coming up.